Hey Paint Can family, we want to welcome you to Letchworth State Park. We have left the Darien Lake State Park and Kingdom Mountain, all that we did in the last video. We are down to Letchworth State Park now. Just want to welcome you along for the ride here. We're going to be checking out, apparently there's 3 different waterfalls. From what I'm told, it's the Genesee River that flows down through here. It's a big gorge area. So we're going to check out the 3 waterfalls, and I've also been told that there's a trail where you can walk down and actually get near the water down into the bottom of the gorge. So we'll get you some video and pics from both things, and let you in on just a little bit that we do while camping here at Letchworth State Park. Stick around. So this is our campsite area here at Letchworth. Kind of nice. We got a lot of area around us. Of course, Lindsay has to make an appearance, you know, because that's Lindsay. But as she sits over here snickering, she had no intention of being in this video, but she is. Anyway, this is our campsite area, and pretty spacious, honestly, compared to some places where there's really no room. This one has quite a bit of room. Everywhere we go, we have to take the photo shoot. We have to pose. Here we have the Middle Falls. And one of the, I think probably the nicer of the 3. Here we are again, once again, here between the Middle Falls and the Upper Falls for another photo shoot, because, well, that's Lindsay. It's the Upper Falls here at Letchworth State Park. Kind of neat, and above it had a big railroad bridge. They call this the Grand Canyon of the East. So this wraps up day 1 here at Letchworth. We walked around 5 miles up and down the trails to the falls. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but stay tuned. We will figure it out. I guess I didn't realize there's a 4th waterfall here, Wolf Creek Falls. That drops right off. It's a little narrow one, but drops right off kind of nice. Folks, I don't know if we're supposed to be where we're at, but there's a trail, and we'll come down here and look, and where we're standing versus just some branches, and you're, you know, 200 feet down probably, 300, I don't know. It's an awful long ways down. It's an awful long ways up on the other side, I can tell you that. So if we swing back here, what I think is a pretty cool shot of the Middle Falls, and there's the Upper Falls as well here at Letchworth. This is on the opposite side of where everybody goes to. There's an old railroad bed you can walk down. It's the green trail and the blue trail. Pretty darn nice, I gotta say. Really beautiful over here. So this is down by the Genesee River. Most of it's pretty shallow because we haven't had hardly any rain this summer. But you can see the rock ledge on the one side. But then the side that we're walking on is all just stones and sand and grass right into the woods. Kind of neat the way that it was all just cut out by the water. Solid rock on one side and just dirt and such on the other. So since I haven't officially introduced my daughter, Lindsay, this is my 13-year-old daughter. My second daughter, my older daughter, she's home. She was the one giggling on that clip of Austin trying to whack the bat. So
she wasn't giggling.
This is Lindsay.
Hi.
So what good is a video about what we do while we're camping unless we make a video about all that we do while we're camping? Black tank first. So yeah, that was interesting. Crisis averted. But start with the black, and then we go to the gray to kind of rinse the hose out with basically soapy water. The hose into the dump station. We're holding it down this time. Well, we are back home, as you can see from that one clip. Crisis averted. It actually didn't come out. The dump elbow literally popped in half. It's a two-piece. I didn't realize it was a two-piece, but now I do. It's a two-piece, and the two pieces came apart, and as you can see, it got a little ugly, but they've got water hose there, so you rinse it all down. So, final thoughts. What are my thoughts of Letchworth Park? The natural beauty of it is absolutely breathtaking. Love the natural beauty of it. The gorge itself, whether you're at the bottom of the gorge or whether you are at the top where everybody hangs out or on the opposite side that a lot of people don't even know exist. Either way, absolutely gorgeous. The way the rocks are cut out, the way a lot of it's bedrock, like limestone, a lot of it's shale. So the shale is really brittle and washes out easily. But the walking at the bottom, a lot of very fine sand, and it's just a nice, gentle walk. There's trails everywhere, anywhere from a half mile. I think the longest one is around 24 miles. So I guess pack a lunch if you're going to do that. The natural beauty of Letchworth State Park is phenomenal. The entire place, from pretty much where you can start pulling into the pull-offs to the camping area, is around 11 to 12 miles. And then you go from there on out even farther. So it's a large park. It goes for quite a ways. So definitely you want to be ready to do a lot of driving if you're going to see it all. But it's definitely worth stopping at. One of the apps that I use, called The Dirt, claims that it's number 9 on their top 10 list of parks, campgrounds, whatever, in the U.S. I don't know. That's a very bold claim, but it is a very, very nice natural area. However, the state of New York, when it comes to maintenance, sucks. If you work for the state of New York, I would just ask you up your game, because looking at the maintenance of the actual campground was okay, but it was lacking. The roads were way rougher than they needed to be. The walkways, a lot of them were washed out. A lot of them had loose stones that had been washed across them. It wouldn't take a lot for their maintenance crew to go out with a shovel and just clean up some of the loose debris off the concrete and blacktop walking trails. There was some drains in the lower areas. We got some rain while we were there, and the lower areas all flooded because the drains were plugged. There's some really neat natural steps that they added more steps into to make it an actual good stairway in a few places, which, what a great idea back in the day. But maybe a little roundup or something like that to knock down some of the weeds in that area. Yes, I'm being a little bit critical, but I think it needs to be said, some of the critical things, when you're talking about something that is rated as highly as it is. So a little bit of road maintenance and some maintenance around the trails and steps, and a lot of loose rocks, a lot of areas that are kind of off limits because they didn't feel like fixing them up. Like the opposite side between the middle and the upper falls is now closed. It's an old granite railroad bed. It's a beautiful area, easy walking, beautiful walk down through there, but it's a granite railroad bed.
It's solid. They had some mudslides. The state of New York has some great equipment operators and a lot of big equipment. Go in there with a bucket loader, whatever it takes, and clean out the mudslide. Make it visible again. I just think some maintenance being done would make a tremendous amount of difference to the experience of the park. So if you've ever been there and disagree with me, that's fine. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. Either way, it doesn't matter. But that's my views. Would I go again? Probably. It's a beautiful place. The actual natural part of it is absolutely breathtaking. If you've never been there, I would strongly suggest going there. Just keep in mind, a lot of the campsites are very tight, the roads are rough, and the trails are not maintained very well. Outside of that, the natural beauty is absolutely amazing. I definitely would suggest or recommend this as a campground to go to. So I guess that's that. We're back home. Everything went well on the way out. Everything went well on the way back. That's the first time that I've pulled the camper with my 22 F-150. Everything went very well with it, as I expected it would, but you never know. So gas mileage, a little sketchy. We had some headwind going out, and we averaged around 8 to 9 miles per gallon pulling the camper, and then on the way back it was around 11, so we took a lot of smaller 2-lane roads, so a little bit better gas mileage, but took a little bit longer. Saw more scenery. So hammer down on the throughway, a little bit less gas mileage to be expected, because you're going 67 to 70 miles an hour, whereas we're doing 55 to 60 on the state roads on the way back. So a little better mileage because of it. Anyway, that wraps up this video. I want to ask you to, if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. But I would love if you would subscribe, hit that bell notification, so you will know every time we upload another video on the Paint Can channel. Have a great day.